Alright, so today is shoulder day. Already have sharks loaded up, so yeah, since they're all loaded up, I can just get right into it rather than having to spend time after loading it up and whatnot and delaying the start of the workout. Anyway, as far as like whether or not I'll be doing dumbbells for shoulder press, I'm gonna see how it feels today. Do a couple of reps. If I'm not liking it for whatever reason, then I'll either do the behind the neck shoulder press that I do, or started doing, or I'll do pardon me. I'll either do the behind the neck press or the normal just seated barbell shoulder press that I do. So as far as the starting movement goes, or not a starting movement, but I consider this an accessory to my shoulder day, but I do it first simply because the times in the past where I've done it like after, the times in the past where I would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do shrugs after, I either end up forgetting or I either end up forgetting or just when I would do them, I don't know, it just didn't feel that great or something. But main reason that I moved it towards I decided to go with, I don't know what I'm saying. The reason I decided to start off with shrugs is because, as long as I remember, which now that I've gotten in the groove of doing them, I remember times in the past though where, like, if I hadn't done shrugs in a while, I would forget to do them at the start of the workout. But anyway, ever since I've been doing them at the beginning, I haven't forgotten once. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've forgotten like 1 or 2 times in like the last couple of months. Anyway, but yeah, the main reason I stopped doing them at the end of the workout or end of the lift is because I would end up forgetting, and it happened a lot. So, the other thing though is that I would do them after the pose down. So the same way that I tell myself I'm gonna do adductors and calves after the pose down, I would tell myself I'm gonna go do shrugs after the pose down, and then I'd end up forgetting. So yeah, so I decided to switch, and hey, now they get done. So now there have been times though where, there used to be some time in the past where I stopped doing them just because, like, for a second my traps just hit the mic. Whoops. Where my traps looked bigger than, basically everything else. So yeah, that was a little bit of an issue, but anyway. Yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and get started. It's already late enough. Alright, so I was about to say today was shoulder day. As you know, today was shoulder day. Overall, it actually went pretty well. I don't know. I mean, it started out meh. Just wasn't feeling the greatest, I guess is the best way to put it. But I don't know. Got through it and it turned out alright. So, that is the lat raises, cable lat raises, are the only exercise I'll ever use a cuff on. I'm usually against cuffs for most things, but lat raises are pretty good. Main reason I'm against them is just because I don't like them for the most part, but there's something about lat raises that it's more so about where your wrist, what direction your wrist is going. So when that cuff is on the wrist, it's like, it matches up perfectly. So, I don't know. To me, cuffed lat raises those are nice. And then doing the seated shoulder press from the bench. I thought about doing that before, and I never acted on that idea. I had put the idea in my head. Just one time I looked at the bench and I was like, I could probably do seated shoulder press from here. So I decided to see how it felt, and actually it felt pretty decent. This is way too loud. Actually felt pretty decent, so I'm glad I tried that. But yeah, I've never done dumbbell and then barbell back to back like that, so that was new for me. But overall, it felt pretty good. So yeah. I really liked the drop set that I did. I almost called it a superset. I was like, wait, that's not the correct term. I really liked the drop set that I did. That was a good, to me it felt like a good way to lead into the cable lat raises. But I was already pretty tired from those, so that's why I was only hitting like 5 to 6 reps on the cuffed cable lat raises. So anyway, other than that, that's really all I got. So I'll see you tomorrow for what should hopefully be a good arm day, as far as I know. I need to weigh myself. Kind of side anecdote here, but I need to weigh myself because it's like I feel like I look bigger now than I did like 2 days ago when I weighed in at 151. But anyway, I also feel like I've looked bigger before in the past too. So I don't know. A couple of days ago, like when I saw 151 on the scale, I'm like, this can't be real, because I honestly thought I was looking small. But today, I don't know what it was or what it is, but I don't look half bad. So anyway, I would say some other stuff, but it's just like random crap I've been thinking about, so I don't know. If I decide to act on the shit I've been thinking about, then obviously I'll tell you, because that would mean changing things. But as far as right now, and what I have going right now is going to benefit me let me rephrase that. I'm on the path to benefiting myself more now than with what I'm thinking about doing and whatnot. So, just as far as the future goes. But anyway, yeah, other than that, it's really all I got. So, I'll see you tomorrow for should be a good arm day, which I'm really hoping it will be. So, yeah.